Class 9th. The previous chapter we have discussed about the measurements, what all are the uses, and by the different instruments, vernier calipers, screw gauge, simple pendulum. We have calculated the time, the length, the volume of the different objects accurately by using the measurements. Numericals, hope you have done, I have done, you have done in fair copy. If it is any clarification is left still, you can call me on my personal number and I will answer. Yeah, I will try to answer you all the questions, queries. Yeah. So today we will start motion in one dimension. Motion means when the surroundings are in rest. Surroundings are in motion. Surroundings are in rest. Body is at rest. And when we feel the surroundings are moving, we are in the motion. So here we will discuss in this motion in one dimension. First of all, the scalar and the vector quantities. The scalar quantities are those quantities which has got only the magnitude. Distance from school to home, 5 km. This 5 km is only the magnitude, so it is a scalar quantity. It does not give any direction. Body of mass 5 kg. 5 kg potatoes. 5 kg. No direction. So those quantities which has got only the magnitude, no direction, they are said to be the scalar quantities. This definition of scalar quantities we have to learn, and example: mass, length, time, 5 seconds, time, length, mass, time, all these are the examples of the scalar quantities. Clear? So speed, temperature and all, at least 3 examples we have to learn for the scalar quantities. Quantities can be added, subtracted, multiplied, divided by simple arithmetic method. Next are the vector quantities. Vector quantities are those quantities which has magnitude and direction also. Magnitude and direction. For example, from home, school is 5 kilometers due east. So this direction and magnitude both are involved. These are vector quantities, and those quantities which gives the direction, they are said to be the vector quantities. Definition: the physical quantities require the magnitude as well as the direction expressed, then only their meaning is complete. So these are the vector quantities which should have the magnitude as well as the direction. In this displacement, just see, displacement is the example. Displacement 5 kilometer east direction. Displacement is the example of it. Displacement, velocity 5 meter per second. Any direction, due north, body is moving to north. So it should have the magnitude plus direction also. So examples are displacement, velocity, acceleration, momentum. Momentum product of mass and velocity. So velocity is the velocity is a vector quantity and mass scalar quantity. So it gives the result will be the vector quantity. Vector quantities can be denoted by keeping the arrow over the heads. Force F, opposite direction negative. Next is rest and motion. As I told, when body is said to be at rest, if it does not change its position with respect to its immediate surrounding. I am studying in class. My surroundings are tree, this wall, switch and all. If they are at rest, I am also at rest. And body is said to be in motion if change of position with respect to its immediate surroundings. Say you are traveling in a car, it will appears to be that the trees are moving with a great speed, and on the other side of the road you can see the vehicles are moving on the other side. The speed will be double your speed plus the speed of that moving object in the opposite direction. Relative speed will be added. If you are moving at 40 km per hour and the other body is moving at 60 km per hour, you feel that the body is moving at 100 km per hour. Understood? So this is rest and motion. One dimension motion, when the body moves along in a straight line. One dimension motion. One dimension motion. Motion of a body in a straight line. One dimension. Motion of a body in straight line path is motion is said to be the one dimension. If the body moves on the plane along a curved path, motion is two dimension, different tracks. For example, the motion of a train on a straight track, one dimension. Stone falling from down vertically, one dimension. Car moving along in a straight road, one dimension. One dimension or rectilinear, it is said to be the rectilinear motion also. Such motion, there are motion of body in lateral direction, no sideways motion. If the body moves a circular path, you just see, if the body is moving in a circular path, this is not a linear motion. Direction changes continuously. Direction changes continuously. Body moving in a circular path. Next is representation of one dimension motion. They have given one example. Time 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and position 0, 5, 10, 20, 45, 50. This they have made that in the different times, equal interval of time, the position is different, means the body is displaced differently as they have shown in the linear graph. So for example, just say look here, 0 time, and this is displacement in meters. They are made like this table: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 body was in 0 rest position. 5 meter, 20 meter, 40 meter, and this is 100 and this is 150. So there is no uniformity. 1 second, 0 body was at rest. 1 second it has moved 5 meter. 1 second. In equal interval of time, body has moved 20 meters. In equal interval of time, 40 meters, double the distance. So like this you can see that the body is not moving uniformly. It has got, in the equal interval time there is no motion equal. Linear motion it is, motion in a straight line. Distance and displacement. Next heading is distance and displacement. Distance 5 kilometer due east. This is distance. Example 5 kilometer. Sorry, 5 kilometer. 5 kilometer. 5 kilometer due east. It is displacement. Why? Because it has only the magnitude and it has magnitude plus direction. Clear? Now the difference in this, it contains only the magnitude and it has got the magnitude and direction both. For example, if the body moves to this direction 3 kilometers, this direction 4 kilometers, and total distance this is 5 kilometers. Now, when I have travelled from this position A to B 3 kilometers, B to C 4 kilometers, but if directly I have reached from A to C, it is only 5 kilometers. So, distance travelled is distance travelled is 3 plus 4, 7 kilometers. Displacement is only 5 kilometers. So, what we have seen this is, so we are discussing about the distance and the displacement. We have discussed that in the displacement only the magnitude and it is shown 3 kilometers I have traveled here distance B to C 4 kilometers. But if I calculate this, it will be 5 kilometers, this will be the displacement in perfect direction. So direction and the displacement can be equal. Distance can be more than the displacement traveled by a body. So here they have given the distinction in between. Chart is given distinction between the distance and the displacement. First point is the length of the path covered by the object in certain time. Just see the displacement, only time and the path covered. It is the distance travelled by object in specified direction. Underline this word. Specified direction in certain time. Shorter distance between the two final and the initial position. This was the shortest distance in between the initial and the final position. This was the initial position, and this was final position. Shortest distance. So I have said it as displacement as was the distance travelled. It is a scalar quantity distance and it has magnitude. It is a vector quantity, it has magnitude and the direction. Third point, it depends on the path followed by the object. It does not depend upon the path followed by the object. It is a positive, it can be positive, negative depends upon its direction. Negative also, it can be negative also. If it comes in the back reverse direction, it can be reversed. So, negative also. Fifth, it can be more or equal in magnitude or displacement. This is told. The magnitude can be less or equal to distance but can never be greater than the distance. Distance से ज़्यादा कभी नहीं हो सकता. Can be never be greater than the distance. Distance से ज़्यादा कभी नहीं हो सकता. Displacement is always less than the distance travelled. It may not be zero even if the displacement is zero. Displacement zero कब होगा? When it will the displacement will be zero. Say, if I reaches to school, I reaches from home to school, travel 28 kilometers north, and from this is the direction. Now I came back. If it is east direction, came back in west direction Same displacement, same distance traveled 28 kilometers from school to home. My next displacement, initial position and the final position is same. Initial position and final position is same. Initial point and final point is same. So my net displacement is G. But I have traveled 56 kilometers. I have traveled 56 kilometers. Displacement is G. So this was the differences in between the distance and the displacement. Read each and every line of it. Examples they have given. Now it comes as the speed and velocity. Next part of the chapter is speed and velocity. The speed is the distance traveled in a particular time. The speed is distance traveled in particular time. Speed is equals to distance traveled upon time taken. From Agra to Delhi 200 kilometers, 4 hours, 50 kilometer per hour. Speed, 50 kilometer per hour is the speed. And displacement, (200 kilometers due east). Time taken 4 hours, 50 kilometer per hour. This is said to be the displacement because the direction is involved. Direction is involved along with the magnitude. So it is said to be the displacement. It is said to be the speed. So displacement is equal to speed. This will be velocity. Velocity. Displacement upon time. Understood? So it is scalar quantity and it is a vector quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity without direction and displacement is a velocity is a vector quantity. So we have to search about speed and velocity can be same, but we have to search whether it is in the question the velocity is given, it means displacement it has travelled. If only the speed is given, it means it is a scalar quantity. Yeah. Now second heading is the uniform speed. Uniform speed means body is said to be moving in the uniformity if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Equal distance in equal interval of time. 0, 1 second 5 meter, 2 second 10 meter, 3 second 15 meter and 4 second 20 meter. This is the uniform speed. Uniform speed. Equal distance travelled in equal interval of time. Equal distance travelled in equal interval of time. Uniform speed. Non-uniform or variable speed when this is uniform speed. Variable speed. Variable speed or non-uniform. Non-uniform speed. In this I can give example. 1 second 0 0, 1 second 5 meter, second it is 15 meter, 15 meter, third second It is 4 meter, 4 seconds, it is 15. So this is very average. Generally what we are moving in the road or in a busy road, our motion is with the non-uniform speed or variable speed only. Sometimes the red signal comes, the signboard of the school comes, we have to reduce the speed, red signal comes, we have to stop our vehicle, not wait. So the time does not wait, but we can not travel in that time when we are in the rest position. So time increases and the distance travel will be less, non-uniform. Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed is the distance traveled in a short time interval. Instantaneous speed, the distance traveled in a short time interval, short time interval or time upon time interval. When the speed of the body keeps on changing, its speed any instant measure the final ratio distance will be time very short time. So the speed is called the instantaneous speed. Yeah, like we have sometimes the market on the roadside. So the number of the people some are gathered there is no space. Sometimes we have to come down from the cycle, and somewhere we can get the open space. We speed up, and again we have to come to rest. So that is instantaneous in a very small, short duration of the time. That is instantaneous speed. Along with that, the time increases, but the equal interval of time the distance is not equal. In a very short interval of time when it is calculated, that is instantaneous speed. Average speed. Average speed. Average. What is average speed? Look here. Average speed. Total distance covered upon total time taken. Like from Agra to Kanpur, distance is 300 kilometers. Distance is 300 kilometers. And 300 kilometers, driver took 6 hours. Speed comes as 50 kilometers per hour. You see, but when you have seen the speedometer of your car marked in kilometer per hour. You have seen car was moving with 80 kilometer per hour, sometimes 40 kilometer per hour, sometimes 0, red signal, 10 kilometer per hour, rough road. So all these times were added. Time is continuously increasing. Sometimes we are at 80 km per hour speed, sometimes 40, sometimes 0, sometimes 10. So total distance traveled upon total time taken is the average speed of that vehicle. Yeah. If continuously the car is moving 60 km per hour, continuous, without fail, open road, no red signal, this will reach in 5 hours. but for the uniform speed, here it is the speed is variable. Average speed we calculate how much distance traveled upon how much time is taken. Velocity. Velocity is the distance traveled per second by a body in a specified direction. Velocity. Velocity. Distance traveled in specified direction. Specified direction upon specified direction. Direction we should have, then it is said to be the velocity. Units will be the same, kilometer per hour or meter per second. Units will be the same. So uniform velocity. Body travels equal distance in particular direction in equal interval of time. Same thing. It is said to be the uniform velocity. Non-uniform velocity, variable velocity. Specified direction, you are going to Delhi towards west, and the distance is only 200 kilometers. Your car took 5 hours to reach there. So it 5 hours, but you have traveled to 100 km per hour also, 80 km also. Sometimes you come to rest. Sometimes you are with the 20 speed also, red signal also. So it took 5 hours. So you are moving with the variable velocity. Variable velocity means if the body is moving in a circular direction also. Yes. One more thing. If body is moving in a circular direction, then also the variable velocity. This is variable velocity. Because at every instant, the direction is changing. The motion of the body, the direction is changing. So the body is moving with the variable velocity. Although the speed is same, but the variable velocity. Average velocity. After this, we can come to instantaneous velocity. If a body moving with the variable velocity, the velocity of the body at any instant is called instantaneous velocity. It is measured by finding the ratio of distance travelled in sufficient small time interval. It is important to have time to small enough. Average velocity, total displacement upon total time taken. Now we can see the distinction in between the speed and velocity. You can very well know scalar code. The speed is a scalar, velocity is a vector quantity. Speed of a body, it can be same also. And for the motion in a straight line, the magnitude of velocity, the speed is always positive, but the velocity can be positive, negative, depend upon the direction of the motion. Third point, average velocity of the body can be zero if the displacement of the body, even if the average speed is not zero, as the motion of the body is in circular path. They have given the distinction chart, go through it. Next is acceleration and retardation. Acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Acceleration can be written as rate of change of velocity or velocity upon time, unit meter per second over second. So unit of acceleration is meter per second square or meter second inverse. Yeah. So rate of change of velocity upon time, meter per second square. When the body, you might have heard about the accelerator two-wheeler on the right side and accelerator in four-wheeler generally on the right feet, extreme right lever, it is the accelerator. To accelerate a vehicle, to accelerate a vehicle to increase the speed. Retardation is negative acceleration, nothing it is. If by seeing the red signal, the driver has removed the feet from the accelerator, gradually the vehicle slows down and comes to rest at the red signal. Clear? So this is the retardation unit will be the same. But in the retardation cases, the force will come negative. Negative sign shows that the body is a retarding body. When we throw the stone in upward direction, gradually the velocity decreases. At one place it reaches to the highest point, it becomes 0. 0, then it comes down. So it is retarding, and coming down it is accelerating. Yeah. So acceleration due to gravity. Same thing it is as I told. When the body falls freely under the gravity, the acceleration produced in the body due to the Earth's gravitational attraction is called the acceleration due to gravity. If anything is thrown, coming down positive and throwing up it is negative, because the value of g acts negative when the body is going up. And it varies from place to place, but at a particular place it is same. Generally it is said to be 9.8 meter per second square. Now children, 9th class, this was the first part of the chapter. Example, very small questions they have given. Express the speed in kilometer per hour to meter per second, multiply by 5/18. This we have studied in 7th standard. Find the distance traveled by the body in 5 minutes if uniform speed is this. So time into speed. But what they have done, 5 minutes, you have to convert it into seconds and then multiply with the speed. So all the solved examples on page number 33, homework. Today's homework is all solved examples, page number 33, 34, 35 in fair notebook plus theory questions you learn from book. Theory questions you learn from book. Try numericals. Numerical problems. In next class, I will solve numerical problems. Clear? 33, 34, 35, all solved examples. Theory questions you can learn from book. Try numerical problems given. And the next class I will solve numerical problems. Clear? So the students, class 9, go through it. Each and every line of the text you read, because paper comes from between the text. So if any doubt is there, you clarify, sir, what it is, how it is. If the language is not clear, although it is clear, but if it is not clear, you can ask. Clear? And the numericals do fair on your, in your copy, and it will be better if you write the numerical problem and then solution. Clear? Thank you, students. We'll meet again.